You'll do
As we
just fine.
see, yeah, well, we got a actually very similar setups in some ways with a triple Abaddon, triple Oracle, triple Mauler, and one Skybreaker from Localist Primary. So they have no Logi, but they have a several thousand worth of laser DPS, and they're going up against goons who are bringing a three Navy Scorpion scimitar setup. Those Navy Scorpions are rapid heavy fit, so we're not seeing the cruise Navy Scorpions, and I'm wondering if they're actually going to regret this because Dreckless, how do you think the goons are going to be doing against this massive amount of laser DPS?
I haven't got a clue, man. We have to go and see. But what we can see right off the bat is that Goons warped in a little bit more reserved with a 20k and a 30k warp in, and the localist primary just went all in. Almost at zero with most of their DPS. So I'm thinking they're gonna try and close the gap as soon as possible and start applying as much as they can.
Yeah, and with the match starting, Localist Primary does have absurd amounts of DPS, and they are directly in range of one of those Navy Scorpions. And Dirk Settle, who I believe is the captain of Goonswarm, is already taking a ton of damage. It looks like he is in conflag range of all of those Abaddons and the Oracles. So he is already tackled by the Skybreaker and already in half shields, which is not a place you want to be. We're going to see if the legendary tank of a Navy Scorpion is able to hold up, but he is dropping into armor and into structure, and he is
Uh,
actually about to die.
wow, that was fast, and I'm actually quite happy that I kind of called it. But we see that the Abaddon and Oracles are still staying around zero and are now just turning code a little bit as the Republic Fleet Valkyries of Goonswarm were trying to catch them.
We're seeing something interesting actually. Grunt Kato's Oracle, though he does drop quickly to rapid heavies with shield boosting like crazy. I don't know if that was the Scimitar repping him instead of the Navy Scorpion of Elgin, who drops as well. But Goonstorm's trying to clear these Oracles as fast as they can. And, somehow, and you would never expect it, Oracles are outliving Navy Scorpions right now, which is not what you want to see when you are the Goonswarm team.
No, exactly. They usually are a very tanky ship, and those are the ones that are left as the last ones on the battlefield to just take down. And most of the time, people just go for the support first and then go for the navies. But they just did it reversed, and it actually worked. So that's interesting.
Yeah, we also saw the Oracle of Rito. He looks like he might. I think that the Goonswarm team's on reload, but he was also shield boosting. So I think these are weird XLASB Oracle fits, which is very odd. Looking at the ships, I believe that they've actually downgraded and are not using the big pulse lasers so they can fit that. But maybe that was the secret here: is the XLASB Oracle is the new meta. Syndrican, he's kind of living here a little bit. Surviving a lot longer, taking those oracles down has done a lot of work for Goonswarm. And you got to remember that if they could take one more DPS down, Goons might actually be able to tank this still.
I'm just hoping that Syndra King Gorian can actually stay alive, and as I'm saying that, he goes down.
Yeah, never mind. He tried. Rito in the Oracle is surviving in very, very low structure. He's actually I think he might be out of range. He's very, very, very far away here. Shield boosting with those crazy, crazy shield boosts that might go down in just a little bit. A Jackdaw just gets deleted on the Goonswarm side. And, at this point, you have three Abaddons still to take down. In addition to the small stuff, I'm not really sure if Localist Primary is going to have any trouble surviving this just because of the raw amount of HP that those ships have. And the Scimitar is actually
Going
grappled
down,
down.
yeah. And with that, the scimitar is actually leaving the field, and Goonswarm is in all kinds of trouble now. And the Oracle is still surviving. It's getting a little bit of damage, but as more and more ships leave the battlefield, the chances of survival for the Oracle are looking up.
Yeah, at this point, there is a grand total of, I'm not even going to call them two DPS ships. There's like 0.3 DPS ships between those two Skybreakers and the Stork. So I think Rito is going to survive with the power of the XLASB Oracle, which I'm not sure if that's actually a good setup or not. It did work, which is pretty cool. I'd love to see the fit at Goonsform. Please link in local if that's cool with you. But Yeah, the this is kind of a crazy setup. I wasn't expecting the Navy Scorpions to melt quite that fast. I was hoping that Goons maybe would survive a little bit longer here, but that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. This is the first time that we have not seen 100-0, which is kind of cool. But Goonswarm, the favorite of many of the people on the desk, are actually out, getting completely destroyed by 6 large laser boats and some maulers.
Well, I think Brett Thomas just jinxed it by rooting for Goonswarm. It's the first time he did it, and look what
First
happened.
time in 3 years I've rooted for Goonswarm and they lose.